Hey guys, just a quick one before we get into this video. Unfortunately, you'll see that the audio on this is kind of a bit broken. Obviously, there's not really much going on in the way of audio in Riven Rolls, but over the last week I've had a few computer issues, lots of blue screening, and there was a blue screen that occurred sort of close to after sort of rendering the video, and a few of the audio files got corrupted, unfortunately, so yeah, that's why there's no audio, but you can still hear my voice, fortunately. It was recorded separately, so that shouldn't be an issue, but yeah, just so you know, there won't be any in-game sound. My PC issues are fixed now. I had to I had to buy some new RAM, so that's all fixed now and up to date. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. We'll head over there now. Okay guys, welcome back to our Riven re-rolling sessions. This is our second week. And we're going to be doing another 100 rerolls today on our Vectis Riven. Looking for those godly stats. So last week we left off, we were at plus 130% crit chance, plus 76.7% heat, plus 130.4% damage, and negative 42% zoom. So this would have been a lot better if we'd got multi-shot instead of damage, and the other stat we were looking for was negative mag capacity, which would have made with the godly stats. But today we're going to go through it again. Another 100 rerolls. I'm going to skip kind of the boring intro stuff that I went through last week, and we're just going to go ahead and do it. So let's find our Riven. As you can see, once again, we've got up to that 350k mark. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay guys, so first interesting one, nearly there, unfortunately not quite what we want. We haven't got a negative, unfortunate, but that's getting close. I'm going to keep the one that we already have just because we have the negative zoom. Unfortunately, yeah, we did get the multi-shot here instead of the damage. We've got electric instead of heat, but because we don't have that negative, as you can see, the stats are much lower. And it's just not going to be worth it, I'm afraid. So we're going to carry on and keep going and see what we get. Okay guys, so another slightly interesting one. We've got a negative mag capacity on this one, and we've also got the multi-shot. Unfortunately, the other two stats here, really not what we want. Again though, getting a bit closer maybe, so we'll continue and see what we get. Okay, this is another interesting one actually. So we've got crit damage, crit chance, and heat. I'm tempted to take this over this one. I don't know whether or not crit damage will help us out here. One thing that I would note as well though is that on this one, first of all, we don't have the negative zoom stat. And secondly, our crit chance is a good 14% lower than this one, and our heat is also 4.5% lower than this one. So again, I don't know. This is actually quite a good Riven we've got here, but unfortunately, I'm probably going to stick with this one. And considering that we're trying to go for the godly stats anyway, it's not really that it matters. But it would be interesting to see whether or not this would do more damage. I'm not totally sure, but I'm going to stick with this for now, guys, and we're going to keep going because we are looking for those godly stats. So let's keep rolling. Okay, guys, so we've got another multi-shot stat. Unfortunately, all of the things are in the wrong position. So we've got multi-shot crit damage, but we've got plus magazine capacity and negative reload speed, which isn't great. Again, one stat missing here, kind of sad. And obviously we would want this down here as the negative, but we'll keep going. Okay, so this one's a bit interesting as well. We don't have that third stat on there, but we do have the multi-shot and we do have the heat, and I believe that is actually a pretty high multi-shot stat right there. Even for a 2-stat Riven, that's decently high on multi-shot. I could be wrong, but again, that's pretty high. Once again, though, not what we're looking for, so we're going to keep going. Okay, guys, so we're coming towards the end here. I thought we'd just do these last few unslowed, but as you guys can see, we haven't made any progress really for a while. We haven't had any interesting rolls in the last kind of, well, over 50 really, but sometimes it do be like that. So these are our last 3 coming up here. Actually, this is our last 2 now. All of the elements, and this is our last one for today, coming in with nothing interesting. So we're left with the same Riven that we had last time, guys. We did come across a few interesting ones that did make us think, so we hit on that heat, crit chance and crit damage Riven, but obviously it didn't really have the negative we were looking for, not as good as negative zoom. And also, I wasn't sure whether or not the crit damage would apply a bigger hit. I'm assuming it probably would, thinking about it. But again, I do prefer the negative zoom. And since we're going for that God roll, Vectis Riven, it's not really what we're interested in anyway. So I thought we'd just hang on to this for now. But yeah, that's another 100 rolls done, guys. So we are up to 318 rerolls on this. So if we just take a look and see how much this is worth. So we're up to nearly 70,000 endo, so it's getting there now. It's getting there, but we'll have to wait until next week, guys, before we do our next 100. Hopefully, we'll get there. Who knows how many weeks it'll be, but we will get there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, then please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you have any questions or you have any comments about some of the roles we saw today, then do leave them in the comments, and I'll try and get back to you guys. Thanks for watching.